From the Steel City of Pittsburgh comes our live telecast. I'm glad you could join us for tonight's matchup. This should be a very interesting game as the crowd is ready, the teams are ready, so let's get tonight's game going. Number 9 is just about ready to kick this one away. Should be a return here. From the 10. On paper here, John, a mismatch today. One of the top quarterbacks in the league taking on a very leaky pass defense.
Yeah, they sure are, Al, and I think mainly due to a lack of pass rush. These linebackers need to start blitzing a little more, I think, especially from the weak side if they want to get there and disrupt this quarterback's timing.
Driving back to the inside, first down. With the throw, Madden stops him for negative yardage. Welker makes the catch but doesn't get very far.
And that's what the mark of a solid defense is. They close in on you in a hurry, and they don't miss tackle.
Only one man in the backfield. Rolls right, throws it. Complete to the wide receiver. Townsend is there for the tackle at the 28. Gaffney didn't have much room to do anything with that one.
Yeah, they had the coverage, and they made the sure play instead of trying something fancy, like going for the pick.
Brady with a man in motion. Gets rid of it. Loses one tackle. And he goes out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Excellent recognition by the receiver, reading the coverage and adjusting his route accordingly.
Option routes are receiving routes designed to take advantage of the coverage. It's up to both the receiver and the quarterback to make the same read. If the receiver reads zone, but the quarterback reads man, you can see passes going right to the defender. He just ran out of time. He's got to do a better job of feeling the rush. You always want to keep your eyes downfield, but you have to know or feel when that rush is getting to you. You have to have a time clock in your head so you can get the pass off just a beat earlier.
Going long to the left, right on target to the wide receiver. Touchdown, New England. A display of quickness and speed to break away from the coverage. Number 3 comes in for the extra point. The point after is good. Great job moving the ball down the field for a touchdown on their first possession.
I really like the way these guys came right out after you on offense. They made the right calls, executed properly, and put that one right in the end zone.
Nice kick. Plenty of distance. This one is taken by Washington.
It's still very early. This is one of those spots where you'd like to be able to respond and put the ball in the end zone.
So they have first and 10 here. The Steelers line up in the bunch. Dropping back to catch on first down. Looking deep to the right. Number 14 was the one they were trying to get the ball to. Harrison was there on the coverage.
The key here is to step up into the pocket. Make sure you get those feet set before you throw it.
Drops back. Rolls out to his left. Gets the pass off. Caught out of bounds.
I think the quarterback just let that one get away.
Holmes was the intended receiver on that play. Pressure. Throws on the run. Loop to the wide receiver. Rader is there on the stop at the 36-yard line. Washington catches a beautiful pass, John. And that'll pick up the first down.
Yeah, that ball had plenty of motion on it. Nice tight spiral, perfect placement.
Looking long down the right side of the field. Pass ball's incomplete. A little too much touch.
Get behind those big old linemen and let them do their work.
Only one man in the backfield. Hand off to the tailback. Comes up to make the play at the 42-yard line.
Be aware of the pressure here. If you feel the heat, you got to make quick decisions. Just make sure they're good ones.
They'll go from the I formation. Receives the handoff. Setting up play action on the move. This one is spotted at the 40-yard line. That's an 18-yard gain on third down. Here comes the blitz. Dumps this one off to his left. And he's pushed out of bounds. at the 31-yard line. It brought the heat, but it was a good throw by Roethlisberger.
That's a heck of a pass. He's got those big old defensive linemen flying right at him, and he showed great composure, making the right read and hitting his receiver.
Back breaks free. It's Hobbs is there for the tackle at the 14. The call is holding, and that'll push them back.
That's what happens when your feet and your body get going in the wrong position.
Nickelback at this time. A little misdirection. Breaks the tackle, and he ducks out of bounds at the 25. Showing a lot of strength breaking that tackle.
That was a great effort because he avoided taking a big hit, and he got a first down out of it.
The defense lines up in the nickel.
53. Hey.
Rolling. This one ball's incomplete. Harrison whacks him, causing the incompletion.
I'll tell you, there are plenty of guys in the league who take pride in making hits like that, especially when it causes an incompletion.
Gets the call. Houston is there on the stop at the 19.
When you have a good balance of run and pass on offense, the defense doesn't have a chance to focus in on either one of them. They need to be prepared to cover both options.
Tosses it out to the right. Harrison is there for the tackle. Rodney Harrison looks to be shaken up after that play, and we'll get you a report from the sideline when we get the information. 12th play of this drive. They're inside the 15. After one quarter of play, the score is 7-0. Patriots. And we're ready to start the second quarter.
All right, smell the end zone and get the ball in there.
The news not good about the injury. A torn triceps muscle it is, so he'll be gone for the rest of the game. Tosses it left. Sanders comes up to make the play.
Now they got to keep going at it. They can get that defense tired and on its heels. These games will get longer and bigger as the game goes on.
They line up in the I formation. Hand it off to the back. Rabel is there on the stop at the 6-yard line.
Spread the ball around and make sure the defense knows that they have to cover every receiver.
Out of the shotgun.
Texas 36. Hey.
Dropping back to the end zone. Right on target to the wide receiver. Bryant is there for the tackle at the 1-yard line.
Trust your guys up front to make some room for you. Follow your best blocker right in here for the score.
Getting it there. Wright drags the ball carrier down behind the line.
Look for where the hole develops and follow your blockers right in.
It's 2nd and goal at the 3. They give it to the halfback, and he gets in there. Touchdown.
The offensive line did a great job of generating a big push and allowed him to follow him right in for the score.
Jeff Reed comes in for the point after, which will knot it up. The point after is good. Parker was the key man on that drive, getting a lot of big yardage.
He's a very tough runner to bring down. And when he gets those legs pumping and gets that kind of blocking, it signals a long drive for the defense.
It's on its way from the 13. The defense gave up a touchdown the last time.
A smart coach would call this one.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now. He'll pass on first down. With the throw, picks it off. Savvy linebacker gets the turnover.
Most guys who've been around the league for a long time aren't easily fooled. When the quarterback looks them off with pump fakes, they stay in their feet, keeping their eyes on them, and then make this type of play.
The Patriots come out on a nickel package. Gets the toss to the right. Wilfork is there on the stop at the 35-yard line.
Watch for a hole to open up the middle and send your guy through it.
2 minutes to go. Roethlisberger sends a man in motion. Hand off to the tailback. Number 51 is there for the tackle at the 32-yard line.
When you run the ball in the first half, you're trying to keep the defense honest. But if you're only getting gains like that in the second half, then it puts more pressure on your passing game.
It's away the off-balance throw. Leading pass to the back. Number 31 comes up to make the play. At the 28, Parker can't find a way to advance it to the first down marker.
You better kick it here.
I think everybody in the stadium is looking for the kicker here, but they're going to take a chance and go for it. Breaks free, and he slips out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Parker fighting for yardage that time. He's able to reel off a nice gain. The last time they were down here, they scored a touchdown. Davis in motion. Hands it off to the back. Brusky is there on the stop at the 13.
They might not be busting off big games, but those linemen are really working hard down there.
Just over a minute still to go. Parker, the lone back. With the throw. This one is spotted at the 10-yard line. And that tackle gives him 3 in the game.
Get this out to the halfback, but make sure he gets out of bounds.
A little over a minute left. Only one man in the backfield. Pressure coming. Throws it. Gets his hand on it. Good pressure up front forces the incompletion.
And you know that the defensive coordinator loves it. And he could drop additional guys back in coverage, but still get pressure on the quarterback.
Reed will put them in the lead if he makes this. Veteran kicks it through. Pittsburgh now leads for the first time in the game.
This is a team that's very balanced. They don't think too much about the score in the first part of the game. They just keep going out and do their thing.
Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return. From the 6. The Patriots don't have much time as they start their drive. At the 24. The backs are lined up in an eye. Brady sends a man in motion. Going to the air on first down. Closing in. Unleashes the deep ball. Good timing getting in between the ball and the receiver to save what would have been a big gain.
Call this defense here.
Rid of it. The defense has it. The 3rd down. Perfect timing as he goes up to grab the off-target throw.
The coach is always talking about his contributions on defense, and you can see why when he makes plays like that. Let me tell you, he's a guy that you got to be careful of when you're trying to throw the ball into the area that he's covering.
Slips the tackle. Number 51 comes up to make the play. At the 7, Parker. He's closing in on 100 yards rushing. 7 yards to go for the touchdown. They kicked the field goal the last time they were in the red zone. Williams is there on the stop at the 3-yard line. Parker rumbles forward for a gain of 4. 3 yards will get them 6 points. They'll go from the I formation. They give it to the halfback. Bryant comes up to make the play. At the 2.
This team's always trying to get a good mix of run and pass plays.
It's 3rd and goal at the 2-yard line. The Patriots come out in a nickel package. Play action, looking for a score before the half. Touchdown, Steelers.
The thing that impressed me about Ben Roethlisberger is the fact that he plays with so much poise, and he makes plays from the quarterback position.
Reed comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. And with that right there, they've now scored 17 unanswered points.
They just can't seem to stop him.
Number 9 looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off. Sends it sailing. From the 6-yard line.
Now you start to look around and you figure, who are the go-to guys? The guys who can respond and get this game close again.
Ball on their own 25. The defense lines up in the nickel. Watson in motion. On the carry. Big opening. Barrier is there for the tackle at the 37. So on the blitz, they can't get to the ball carrier until it's too late.
And when you're blitzing to stop the run, the idea is bringing more guys and the offense can block. You also got to cut off the lanes and gaps that he can use to escape out of the backfield. That just didn't happen here.
Out of the gun. With the throw, drops the interception. Gaffney was his intended target. Clark with the coverage. Pittsburgh doesn't want a long pass over anybody's head here, so they back up the secondary. They'll go with the quarter defense. Dropping back. Under pressure, gets the pass off. Townsend is there on the stop at the 41. Pollard picks up about 4 yards on that play, so they'll be looking at third down.
This play might work.
Ball on their own 41. 5 wide receivers. Pressure, steps up.
The offensive line just lost the battle up front on that play. They have to keep their shoulders square, keep their inside foot up, and they're going to get beat again and again.
So after the first 2 quarters of play, the score is 17-7. Steelers. Number 3 is back and ready to put this one in the air. He got all of that one. This one is handled by Washington. He did a nice job on that return, picking up good yardage and really helping to set up the offense. Gets the ball. Silver comes up to make the play at the 30-yard line. 5-yard gain.
Throw a little play action at them. That'll get those linebackers on their heels.
Ball on their own 30.
Set. Blue, 53. Hey.
Looking upfield. Setting up play action. Launching this one deep down the middle. And he had it and lost it. Incomplete.
I don't know what happened there. The quarterback did his job delivering a catchable ball. He just couldn't come up with it. You need a good release on this pass. Keep this drive moving.
These third downs haven't been much of an obstacle, and it's helped them to take the lead. With a counterplay, dropped in the backfield for a short loss. Parker is denied the first down.
Now the defense stood their ground and didn't let him get loose.
To keep the offense on the field here, aggressive play calling. Pressure coming with the pass. Streaking the wide receiver. Sanders is there for the tackle at the 44.
You know, most teams don't usually convert on 4th and long because most defenses play a defense that just doesn't let you get the long yardage. For some reason, this wasn't one of those cases.
To carry it. The 40 breaks the tackle. The 30, the 20, breaking through. The 10, he finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown. And he didn't look back. Pure speed.
Now with his speed, you better swarm him. You have to get a whole bunch of guys on him and get him to the ground. It's easier said than done. That's what they got to try and do, and they got to do it better than that.
Reed comes in for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good. Big opening drive, moving down the field and putting it into the end zone.
That's excellent execution by the guys out there on offense. They looked confident, moved the ball, and found the end zone. That's a great way to start the second half.
They'll return this one. This one is taken by Welker. The Patriots need to rebound quickly as they start this drive at the 26. Number 39, the lone setback. Little misdirection. Look, he's there on the stop. No gain on that play as the linebacker slipped in almost unnoticed.
Yeah, he did a great job getting in there. He was looking for the run before they even snapped the ball.
Nickelback in this time. Throws it. Incomplete pass. Moss was the one they were trying to get the ball to. The Steelers come out in a nickel package. Brady with a man in motion. Gets rid of it. Taylor comes up to make the play at the 47-yard line.
Let me tell you, there's no one calmer in the pocket than Tom Brady.
Ball on their own 47. The Patriots line up in a 5-receiver set this time. With the pass, this pass is incomplete. We have an injured player. Looks like he'll make his way to the sideline under his own power.
Try this one.
The Steelers come out in a nickel package. Brady sends a man in motion. Closing in. Harrison picks up the sack.
Looks like there was a missed assignment somewhere. The play looked like it was developing perfectly. And boom, the pass rusher got there and dragged him down.
And so he gets himself another sack right there. With the throw, wide receiver has it, and he goes out at the 44-yard line. Welker appears to have sustained an injury and will make his way to the sideline under his own power. Washington back to return. No return here. Back it comes to the 20.
Get behind those big old linemen and let them do their work.
In regard to the injury, they have decided to keep him on the sideline at least for now, and his return appears to be doubtful. Roethlisberger with a man in motion. Hands it off. Is there on the stop at the 30.
A successful running attack requires good blocking up front to be effective. Don't let those guys intimidate you. Get out there and run it down their throat.
The backs are lined up in an I. With the carry, they're going to spot this one at the 31-yard line. And that's now 3 tackles for him in this game.
Keep the defense guessing. Don't forget to use misdirection and play action to keep them off balance on passing down.
From the gun. Throwing. Incomplete pass. Number 14 was the intended receiver on that play.
Try to catch the defense napping. Fake the run and look to send it deep.
Set. Yellow, 16.
On the call. Great fake. Under pressure with the throw. Right on target to the wide receiver. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Ben Roethlisberger is one of those guys that found success pretty quickly. I think that part of the reason was the fact that he played for a pretty good team. But you still have to make plays from the quarterback position. And I'll tell you, he can do that.
Reed comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good.
Football is all about trusting your teammates to make good decisions out there in the heat of the battle. When you can do that, everybody starts firing on all cylinders, and you can come up with drives like the one we just saw.
It's on its way. From the 9. The Patriots have their work cut out for them as they take over at the 30.
A smart coach would call this one.
Only one man in the backfield. With a counterplay, number 56 is there for the tackle at the 35. Number 39 takes the handoff on the counter, picking up 5. Ball on their own 35. At the end of 3, the score is 31-7. Steelers. The Patriots have a long way to go to get back into this game as we start the 4th quarter. And we're at the 3-minute mark. The Steelers come out in a nickel pack. Pressure with the throw. Nearly intercepted.
What the defense is doing is they're watching the quarterback's eyes. They're cluing. They're in position so that whatever happens, the ball is in front of them. And that time, it almost got him an interception.
Brady scans the defense from the gun. Here they come. The wide receiver, Harrison, comes up to make the play at the 39.
That play won't help their third down conversion percentage today. I wonder what the receiver was thinking. Running a route that wasn't going to put him past the first down marker anyway.
Kershke busts through and takes him down behind the line of scrimmage.
He's got a good mix of moves when he rushes. He can beat you with a swim, the club, or the arm over.
So an update now on the injury. It doesn't appear to be anything serious, and his return is probable.
Set. Red 25. Hey.
Gets the toss to the right. He's there on the stop at the 26.
The guys up front have been doing a heck of a job opening holes for the running game today. Get this one to your halfback and let him drive it in the middle. Milk this drive for all it's worth.
Hand it off. Mike Vrabel brought him down for his third tackle. He puts his head down and powers his way to the first.
Time to give it to your halfback. Tell him to look for a hole to open up inside.
They'll go for the I formation. They give it to the halfback. Still feel that one tomorrow.
He's showing a good burst of explosiveness on just about every carry. He's one of those guys who can break one for a touchdown anytime he touches the ball.
Davis, the man in motion. Handed it off to the back. He's spotted at the 15-yard line. He got in there and made the tackle, his fourth of the game.
Run the ball, get up slow, and keep the clock moving. Pound this one up the middle with your fullback, but tell him to protect the ball.
It's third down now, and to convert, they have to get it to the 13. Receives the handoff. Teddy Bruschi makes his fifth stop of the game on that play. Solid yardage on that run.
You know, people say you got to run the ball, you got to control the clock, but the key thing is you have to run the ball successfully. You have to establish a threat that you're going to make the defense respect.
Out of the I formation.
Yellow 16.
He tucks it away. Seymour is there for the tackle at the 6-yard line.
He's dominated out there in this one. He told me this week in practice that he was going to have a big game. He's really shown us that big playability.
6 more yards and they'll put up 6. Roethlisberger with a man in motion. Hand off to the tailback. Williams is there on the stop.
They've done a good job moving the ball in the ground, and you can give most of the credit to that big offensive line. They've controlled the line of scrimmage from the very start.
A little over a minute left. The defense has had difficulty stopping them on third down. They give it to the halfback. Touchdown, Steelers. And somehow he was able to get into the end zone after being confronted in the backfield.
You talk about determination. They could have brought their entire defense, and he'd still make them miss.
Reed comes in for the extra point. The point after is good. The Steelers have it all working now as they continue to expand their lead. Number 9 comes in to kick off. Good kick should be returnable. From the 8.
It sure doesn't look like they're going to be able to come back in this one, but it's an issue of pride. They want to prove that they're better than they've played so far.
We're just about down to 1 minute. The Steelers come out in a nickel package. Launches this one to the right. Almost intercepted. No choice here, John. They just have to keep throwing.
Yeah, they do. Running the ball isn't going to do a whole lot of good now.
A little over a minute left. Brady goes to work with an empty backfield. Gets rid of it. Right on target to the wide receiver. Hart start is there for the tackle at the 33-yard line. He took what he was given, completing the pass.
Yeah, what you want to do as a receiver who's facing zone coverage is to break into the secondary, find a hole, settle down, and show the quarterback your numbers. That was a good job.
Watson goes in motion. Dropping back with the throw, and he goes out at the 37-yard line. That little pass underneath will give them a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, what I like about this quarterback is how much he'll hit the receivers in the numbers. He puts a ball where either his guy will catch it or no one will.
Brady sends a man in motion. They'll bring the blitz. Throwing. Broken up.
He has to do a better job of looking off the coverage before he makes a throw like that.
Watson was his intended target. Only one man back. Throws it. Pass ball's incomplete. And they have to go to the air because they need big plays fast.
That's right. You got to have composure in these situations. Find your receivers who can pick up yardage after the catch. But most importantly, you have to keep the chains moving.
On the run. Picked off. It's intercepted. The 40. James Farrier comes up with a big play for the defense.
Time to give it to your halfback. Tell him to look for a hole to open up inside.
So they're ready to go on offense after the interception. They'll start at the 35-yard line. Hand off to the tailback. Williams is there on the stop at the 33. Gain of 2.
Run the ball, get up slow, and keep the clock moving.
Stopped him for his 3rd tackle so far.
The defense came up and stopped him right in his tracks. That's just the kind of thing that the defensive coordinator loves to see.
3rd down here as they try to get it inside the 25-yard line to convert. Davis, the man in motion. They give it to the halfback. They'll spot this one at the 30-yard line. It's 3 tackles so far for him today. 4th down upcoming as they opt to run the ball to keep the clock moving.
That's a smart call. The last thing you want to do in this kind of situation is to force some kind of throw that'll give them the ball back. Keeping the clock moving was their best option there.
Jeffrey comes in to try what should be about a 47-yard field goal. He didn't get all of it, and the kick falls short.
This is a good defense to call.
Giving some cushion on the outside. Brady spreads them out. Pump fakes. Throws it. It's broken up.
A smart coach would call this one.
So this could be the last play of the game. The Patriots line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Going long. Taylor picks it off. This game reaches its conclusion with the final score, Pittsburgh 38, New England 7. This is Al Michaels with John Madden saying goodbye for EA Sports.